Hey guys, welcome to Shadow Skull Studios. It's Raven Wolf, and we're back with a Friday deck list. This one's gonna be called "You Can't Believe It's Not Orzhov." It's gonna have a bunch of graveyard recursion, death stuff. Basically what Orzhov wants to do. You just fill your graveyard, bring stuff back. Fortunately, there's not a lot of life drain. Uh, it's gonna have a lot of the Final Fantasy cards. Some of these cards are from the Esper Precon. So yeah, I gotta ask guys, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. And let's go on and get into it. For our commanders, we have, I'm not gonna pronounce it. It's gonna be the partner commanders from the Esper deck. Basically first strike for this one, and then the second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. So she's gonna cheapen some of our stuff. And then the dude has vigilance. And when you cast your second spell each turn, you draw a card, so you can kind of keep fueled up. These two are kind of just the face commanders to kind of dig through the deck and make the deck work. The main commander I really wanted to do was Kryl. Lifelink, when you cast a non-creature spell, return target creature card with mana value equal to that spell's mana value from your graveyard to your hand. It's kind of, I wanted to use her, but I didn't want to do just another self-mill reanimator. So yeah, it's going to be these two that kind of just help you dig for some of your stuff. Going to our Planeswalkers, we have Teferi, that will slow our opponents down, give us flash, and let us bounce our opponent's stuff so we can draw a card. Venser can let us blink stuff, make something unblockable, and if we do get to ult him, basically anytime we cast a spell, we have to exile anything. Arcade Ganon, we draw a card, discard a card, so that would have helped with Kryl. We put a quest counter on him, and once during each of our turns, we can cast an artifact or a human from our graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on it. There are a bunch of artifacts and humans in the deck. We have Archaeomancer to get back our instants and sorceries that can get brought back by Kryl, Cannon, or Ganon, and a bunch of other stuff. Archmage Emeritus is for card draw. Avis Angel Hope is just protect our board, and hopefully it's gonna be part of a win con. Benedicta Harmon. Whenever our opponent casts a spell, get counters. This is to lure out our opponent's removal. Cyan Vengeful Samurai. Costs 1 less for each creature card in our graveyard. Double strike when one or more cards leave our graveyard. Opponent will counter on it. Again, we're going to be trying to recur creatures from our graveyard back to the board or back to our hand. Displacer Kitten for more blink triggers. Drawskull Reaver is for card draw and just a really big boy. Amiria Shepherd for recursion. Fate Spinner is to stacks our opponents out. Frost Titan is to tap our opponent's stuff down. Basically has the better ward because they have to pay 2 more to target it. Geist Saint Traft. Basically, hexproof on attack makes it 4/4. General Leo Kristoff can get stuff back from our graveyard. Goldbug protects our humans on attack and converted. Our human spells can be countered, and when at least one human attack, draw a card. Great Arbiter, you all know this card is going to tax our opponents and cheapen a lot of our spells. Kryl, as I told y'all. Life's Hexed is to, basically she's going to be a beat stick. Mass of the Disc goes with Avacyn, so we can blow up everything but our board and lands. Midnight Pathfinder is to make ourselves unblockable and get some Venture into the Dungeon triggers. Miku, which is also going to be Brago, Queen Electric. Deals damage, we can flicker our stuff. Mural, our turn is going to be our turn, and we're going to start building up a board on attack. Sakashima the Imposter will come in as a copy of any thing we want. Soul Herder is going to be a big beat stick that will let us flicker things. Sun Titaness for graveyard recursion. Tithe Taker. Basically sacks out our opponents. Yorian Sky Nomad, flicker our board. Alright. Going into our sorceries, we have Fracture Identity for removal. Give everybody else a thing. Hollowed Respite, flicker a thing. Too bad it's only at sorcery speed. Supreme Verdict for a board wipe. Time Wipe, another board wipe. Tragic Arrogance is kind of a pseudo board wipe. For instance, we have Cancel, Dawn's Truce, protect our board, Dig Through Time for card advantage, Paradoxical Outcome to protect our board and draw cards. Shadowbringers is a counterspell. Sudden Substitution is just for some shenanigans. Surge of Salvation protects our board. Swan Song is a counterspell. Twin Cast to copy any instant sorcery on the stack. For artifacts, we have Arcane Signet. Coin of for Mana Rock. Coin of Fate is for recursion. Commander Sphere for Mana Rock. Conjurer's Closet to flicker things. Decanter of Endless Water to give us no max hand size and some Mana Rock. Could have also put Thought Vessel instead of this one. Helm of the Host to make copies of certain creatures. Iceberg Converted will let us mill a card and draw a card. And we can craft with an artifact that we don't need to basically on attack, tap our opponent's stuff down. Key of the City makes something unblockable. Neville's Disc is to blow up the board, but with Avacyn, protect our board. Reaver Titan is to just be a threat on the table and start wearing down all of our opponent's life totals. Soul Ring. Tome of Legends is to draw cards. Shadow Spear is to remove our opponent's removal, or to remove our opponent's protection and then use our removal. But we can also equip it to gain life. Wedding Ring, if one of our opponents is also drawing a bunch of cards or gaining life, we will also get that. For enchantments, we have Authority Consoles, attacks our opponents. Champions from Beyond is to make a bunch of creatures, and then whenever we attack with 4 more creatures, scry 2, draw a card. And if we attack with 8 or more, they all get big, but mostly just attack with 4 creatures, scry 2, draw a card. Ghostly Prison to stop our opponents from attacking us. Observed Stasis is to remove like a threat without, like, stop our opponent's commander without removing it, and then also to essentially draw a bunch of cards. Omniscience basically is to get free casts off our hand. Once with the Multiverse, again, to get free spells. Propaganda, slow down our opponents from attacking us. Righteous Authority, it's mostly card draw and to make a beat stick on something like Lice. Teleportation Circle for flickering. For lands, I did go pretty expensive. So we have Command Tower, Deserted Beach, Exotic Orchard, Flood Strand, Floodform Verge, Glacial Fortress, a Hollowed Fountain, Hinge Gate Pathway, 10 Islands, a Mystic Gate, 10 Plains, a Port Town, Prairie Stream, Sea of Clouds, and Sky Cloud Expanse. So, yeah, that one's... And I chose not to do the most expensive of each because the deck's already like 1,400. If we wanted to, say, update to the cheapest, the deck is less than $500. Some of these cards, like the Dawn's Truce, is pretty easy to get. Cancel, you should already have. Tragic Arrogance is cheap. Supreme Verdict. Yeah, so a lot of these are going to be like $5 cards. Righteous Authority. Cheapest Avacyn is still 27 foil. Dang, that's weird. But yeah, so a lot of these cards are going to be a little cheaper. Some are going to be expensive because they're going to be combo pieces. The mana curve, I didn't do it on purpose. It's pretty split between white and blue. So go ahead and we'll deal another hand. Do we want to do this one? Sure, we'll play test. Hopefully we draw a card. We draw land. So turn 1, draw a card. You know what? Cool, I'll take it. Hinge Gate, Soul Ring. Next turn. Island, Commander Sphere, Tithe. Next turn. Island. So we cast her for 3. We can cast him for 2. But instead, we're just going to cast him for 4. No? 1, 2, 3. Her. Our second spell will be our commander casting the 2. There you go. Next turn. Islands. We don't have a bunch of card draw on the table, sadly. 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay, so we'll do Teferi. We'll cast Teferi, and then we'll cast Augustus. Oh, wait, yeah, I don't have to worry about that, really. Alright, so we'll cast Teferi with 1, 2, 3, and a white and a blue for Augustus, which will draw us a card. And we've already played a land this turn, so we're good on that. Next turn, turn 5, we'll do Sea of Clouds. Well, and we'll say that we add. We'll say we added that. That we did that. There you go. So until the end of our opponent's turn, we can cast spells at instant speed, and we'll say, "Oh no, you want to remove my board because I'm popping off Avacyn." Next turn, oh dang. Say we'll add a little to counter. We'll do Skycloud Expanse. Not a lot of card draw. Here we go. So we'll do Port Town. Add a little to counter. We'll do Wedding Ring on somebody, and then cast for 2 mana. So we'll say we'll do white, white, and 2 for that, and then we'll tap 2 mana, which would be 2 islands, to do Helm of the Host, which will let us draw a card. Then we're going to go ahead and we cannot equip, sadly. But next turn we can equip it on Augustus Gloop. We could also have -3 to bounce a thing and draw a card. So we'll say we did that instead. Go down to 4 little counters and we drew a card. There you go. So yeah, not bad. You've got a board. Your board's protected. Restart. Alright, not bad. We'll draw for turn. We'll do an Exotic Orchard. Next turn, Plains. Next turn, Plains. Commander. Next turn, Islands. Commander. Play it slow. Next turn, Islands. We'll say we do 1, 2 for Coin of Fate. We surveil 1. Keep that on top. And then our next card's going to be cheaper. So we'll say that we Fracture Identity one of our commanders, or one of our opponent's mana dorks. Just for fun. Oh, and we also drew a card because that's our second spell. So this turn, we'll do a white. And we could say we do white, blue, and 1 for Gold Bug. And our next spell is going to be cheaper. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Boom, Soul Herder. We draw a card. That's nice. So, end step, say we flicker Gold Bug, add a counter on Soul Herder, Turn 7. Glacial Fortress in play. Tap 1 for a Shadow Spear. Tapping 3 mana. So 1, 2, 3 mana for Yorion. We draw a card. Enters the battlefield. We're going to remove our commanders and Gold Bug. Set encounters to 4. And we say we equip. 1, 2, equip. And then we swing with Soul Hoarder, and we're going to get 6 life. Next turn, our creatures come back. Let me see. Beginning. Alright, so we'll say we stack triggers so they come back. Soul Hoarder flickers, gets counter. I believe that's how that works. So now we have a beat stick. If they kill them off, we have recursion to mess with people. We also, if we wanted to, have Archaeomancer to start getting stuff back. Paradoxical Outcome is to start drawing us a bunch of cards. We'll do another one. Hollowed Fountain's not bad. Draw for turn 1. Hollowed Fountain and play tapped. Next turn, Island. Next turn, not a lot going on. Cast Commander. Next turn, Laisa. And our non-creature spells cost less to cast, but unfortunately it'd be the Observe Stasis. Next turn, cool, an island. Do Grand Arbiter. Next turn, a Plains, cool. Alright, non-creatures cost less to cast, but I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 mana for... But I could also just do this. 1, 2 blue mana for a Fate Seer. Then 1, 2 mana for Commander. There you go. Now on turn 7, we'll do a Prairie Stream. For the Prairie Stream, so that's 3 mana for Venser. And then 2 mana for a Midnight. So we'll do Venser. And we'll, she buffs up to 1, so she's at 3 right now. We'll say we add loads counter doing Fate Spinner. Then we'll do 2 more mana for Pathlighter, drawing a card. Going to combat, swinging with our 3/3, but with double strike. Next turn, Plains, a white and a blue. We're gonna do Gold Bug. Yeah, since he's a human. For my next trick, we'll do 5 mana into a Frost Titan. And when it enters the battlefield, it's going to tap something down. Then we're going to Venser, exile it under Venser, so come back, tap something down. We also draw a card. Also, it's not 5 mana. It's going to be 3 mana cheaper, so it's literally 1, 2, 3. So we still have 2 mana if we want to. Which we can't cast anything. But yeah, we'll flicker that. Going to combat. Swinging with our 2/2 at somebody whose stuff we tap down. Do 1 more. Restarting. Let's mulligan that. I am so tempted with some of these 2 land hands. Because, like, it's not, some of them aren't bad. They're just, all right, there you go, Port Town. Draw for turn 1. Ooh, fireworks going off for the 4th of July. Support talent enter the battlefield and play tapped. Next turn, we'll do Prey Stream and play tapped. Next turn, Plains, cast Commander. Next turn, that's not good. Frick. We'll do Teferi. Add a loyalty counter. Or wait, yeah, we have to. Next turn. Geist of Saint Traft. Sure. Next turn. Jeez Louise, Soul Herder. Oh yeah. Set loyalties at 7. Or if we wanted to, we could have gone back because he was at 4. So we'll set him down to 1. Let's say we draw a card. It's not a land. That's not good. It's fine. Say we attack, make 4/4 Angel. This one's bad. This one's a whiff. We lost on that one. There we go. Lands. That's somewhat useful, right? We'll do Prairie Stream and play tapped. Next turn. Flood Farm Verge. Cast nothing. We'll hold up. We'll say like we counter a Mana Rock or something and slow down our opponents. Turn 3. Cast Commander. Next turn. Plains. We'll do white or blue and a white for Krill, and then blue and a white for our commander. Next turn. Island. What we'll do is we'll tap a white and a white. Cast Coin of Fate. We surveil 1. We will... Do we want to do that? Already cast an spell. Do this only once each turn. So we could flash in Stasis on an opponent's turn later. We'll keep Sakashima on top though, because it could also be another Kryl. Then we'll tap 1 mana for a Commander Sphere, which will let us draw a card. Alright. We have 3 mana, but nothing to cast. Next turn. Doing a Plains. This time we'll do 4 mana into Archmage Emeritus, and then 2 more mana into another Krill, drawing a card. So I don't like playing Orzhov, because it's just meh. Turn 7, we'll do a Plains. We'll say that like our opponent's attacked or something, and we do a Stasis on something. Say we draw 2 cards. There you go. Our next spell is going to be Key to the City, drawing us a card. 4 mana. 4 mana left. I would rather just hold mana down. But yeah, it's going to be a control deck. We could already do this next turn to control the board, keeping like our commanders and Krill. Or if we wanted to, we could keep... We'll keep Krill on board, getting rid of our commanders, because then we could do propaganda, get our commander back, and then cast like Decanter even faster. You know, stuff like that. This deck's not... I'm just not good at playing Azorius. Like, I'm not a good control player unless I'm playing with like black mana. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this deck. I know it's just testing it on this is a little slow. If I could play against a computer, I would try. But like, I think MTG Online doesn't do that. But I'll see y'all again next time, guys. Bye-bye.